Well, the summer beach weather may be long gone, but still a tremendous afternoon for football here in Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Switch. Shift. Watch the shift. Let's go.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Joe Mixon. And an alley to run. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
50, plant. Rock it. Lee Griffin.
On first down, it's Kane. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Vikings 42-yard line.
50's the mic.
On 2nd down, it's Chandler. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
He's brought down at the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Set up. 30 base.
Watch the pass. Shift.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They'll drop the throw. Got his man. That's Harry. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. Mixon with a first down carry, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ready! 60 Pittsburgh.
Slant. Runs the slant. Check 37. Check 37. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. He's checking. He's
go.
He's checking. Crash. Crash.
On third down, Mixon. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Chance. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey!
Here's a run with Mixon, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a second time for 6 points.
This is taken at its 4. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Now they run with Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
There. Yes. Lee Griffin.
On second down, here's Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
Safety's creeping.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Past the 20. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who have been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
Go on, go on.
They'll give it to Mixon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He's coming.
Hey.
Check it back.
Another try for Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Hey, Sam on.
It's now 3rd.
Here's Mixon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth 1st half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Man, I got you.
From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Flush to his right, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. He had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams' 18-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
It just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Second down and goal. Watson eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but now it's third and goal.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Out of the gun, Watson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey, Haywood.
At the 22-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He sets to... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Minus 50, minus 50. All day, dog. Hustle, hustle. 50. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Watson on first down. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Hey, exit.
Get in the right room. 24 is the mark.
Now.
Second and 15. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at the 33. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
We got this.
Come on.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey! Let's go. Ready?
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Watch it.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run on 1st down. Chandler. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Tighten up. There. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 50.
They'll look to throw. Got his open man. It's Carr. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Check 31.
On 1st down, Mixon. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Go. Now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Got it.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 13.
Get it.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. They go back to the ground now with Mixon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at me. Zipper.
Switch. Showing up.
Again, it's Mixon. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Ready?
Mike 52.
Look, squeeze. Back.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 25-yard line.
Down. 60 outlaw.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. You gonna see me in your...
Yeah. Ready?
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Watch out.
Go out. Go.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tack McKinley racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on 4th down?
Leo. Hey, seam 6. Hey.
They'll set up to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
On first down, Watson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, Watson. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
Rock it.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Ed Oliver, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Switch gears. Switch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Fielded about a yard deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Look at me. Go.
On third down, Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. With his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Back to throw here. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's just me and you. It's just me and him.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, 59. Watch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming out of the road.
They'll run it now out of of the gun. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. The quarterback run good for 10 that time, but it does lead to a 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and